Welcome back to Walking with Purpose. I don't know about you, but whenever I hear the word contagious, I shudder and I head for the closest door. Something is catching and I don't want it. Just being around germs will impact my life and infect my body. Do you realize that God wants you to have the same effect on those around you? God wants to use you, wherever He has placed you, to impact those you come in contact with for Him. We don't want them heading for the closest door when you walk in, but after they've been with you, your Christianity should have rubbed off. You are contagious. Whether or not he knew it, Pete was making a difference. Pete was a drunk who had come to faith in Jesus Christ through a mission. Prior to his conversion, he had earned the reputation of being a hopeless case, and no one expected more from him than for him to live the rest of his pathetic life in the slums. Yet once he met Christ, everything changed. Pete became the most caring person that anyone associated with the mission had ever seen. He spent his days and nights just hanging out at the mission, doing whatever needed to be done. There was never anything that he refused to do. No task was too menial, whether it meant cleaning up the vomit left by a violently sick alcoholic or scrubbing toilets after careless men left the restrooms filthy. He always had a smile on his face and seemed grateful just to help. You could count on Pete to feed feeble men who wandered off the streets into the mission, and then he'd tuck them into bed if they couldn't do it themselves. One evening when the director was sharing the gospel with the usual crowd of angry and despondent men, there was one man who looked up, came down the aisle to the altar and knelt to pray. He cried out to God to help him change. Then this repentant drunk kept shouting, "Oh God, make me like Pete. Make me like Pete. Make me like Pete." The director of the mission leaned over and said to the man, "Son, I think it would be better to pray, 'Make me like Jesus.'" The man looked up at the director with a confused look on his face and he asked, "Is he like Pete?"